Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 14 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to the channel and this series, definitely consider subscribing to stay up to date, as well as check out some of the older videos. Consider leaving a like and a comment, really helps out with the engagement on the video, plus it's just motivating to see. Let me know how your day's going. We're going to go into a quick recap, because I did let the game play for a while, just to save you guys some of the tedium with what was going on at the end of the last episode, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. Okay, episode 14 here. So, you will notice that we have done quite a bit of dynamiting since you guys have been gone. I did let them continue to kind of build out some of the stuff that we have, so the little mining operation here has been built out. This mine actually requires gears and treated planks to be able to produce scrap metal. So I've set up a gears and treated planks storage right here so that they can just pull it directly in, and then a storage here for the scrap metal. So I let them build that out. Similarly over here, I did set up a few more extra storages here for bread. I did notice that we've basically done it again. We're getting close to maxing out our production. But I'm pretty comfortable with these. Now, one thing that we are not producing enough of is carrots. Virtually all of the carrots that we currently have are actually stored in these two districts. So if we come over here, we should be able to select the carrots. Maybe not. It's in there. Just trust me, if we come into here, they got 184. And these guys have 200. And we only have 400 and change, so pretty confident that that's all of our carrots. Now, we are starting to do great with lumber, so I was thinking we could replace this upper logs area with carrot production. But before we really do anything, let's get a little bit more dynamite laid, just to give these guys something to work on while we're at it. And before we actually get into that too much, I'm just going to delete some of this out so we can kind of pre-plan what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to want to bring that up to that level. And then that is going to, let's see, we'll need something like that. That will get the power down. And then we will actually mount our next water pump right there. And so we're going to need to dynamite down one more level at least to get the next water pump in there. And then I think that will work. So they can start to get this built. They are going to need a way to do that. So for now, I guess we can build some stairs down like that, as well as some stairs like that. Actually, I don't think they're going to need those. But let's just kind of give them a path around there so that hopefully they can get to that. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Beavers will continue to work while we work on a pretty major problem that I've noticed as I let time run at the end of the previous episode. So I let time run for maybe about 20 minutes, half hour, just to kind of let them dynamite out some of this. And I actually noticed, and you're not going to believe me because of how well these are doing right now, we actually ran out of battery power at one point. These 4 batteries, our industrial area here has gotten so large that this draws so much power during the day that these windmills can barely cope when they are running at full power. And if they're not running at full power, these batteries deplete so quickly. So there's kind of 2 things that I want to do. I want to expand our wind farm and get started on a second set of batteries connected to these ones, just to provide us enough power so that we never run into this issue again. So in order to do that, we are going to think about how we will get up here. So let's see, we're going to need something like this to get up there. And then we'll need a double and a single. We'll delete that out. And I actually can't get up there because it's conflicting with this windmill. So we might actually have to take this windmill out in order to get up there and dynamite the top off of this. Just because, you know, just because. We need to expand this wind farm. So I'll let them get all of that built before we get the next, you know, before we rip out this windmill and start getting the dynamite laid, because I want to get that done very rapidly. And right now, it's just a work in progress. So they will continue to work on that. Now, let's consider how we want to rip this out and replace it with carrot farms. So we can come in here, delete all of the wood cutting. We can prioritize those. I really don't know if they're going to pick these up. I don't know if we have the storage for it. Planks. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we don't, and quite honestly, we're doing so fine on all of these resources, I'm just going to delete these. It'll be fine. However, one thing that we definitely want to happen is we want to clear all of these resources. We want to get rid of all of these trees. So our builders will come over and make that happen. We should have plenty of builders in this district that they actually make that happen quite rapidly. We are still in a drought. We're doing totally fine for water. The only thing that's dried out thus far is some of these trees. Okay, and we have a stranded beaver, obviously. Get out of there. When do we not have stranded beavers? Let's get that built before anybody else goes up and gets stuck. Okay, and they are clearing this out. Now, one thing that we're going to do a little bit differently here, as opposed to last time, is we're actually going to plan out our beehives before we get this area covered. We already have pretty good coverage, but let's just make sure that we get total coverage over here. So we'll want beehives. I'd love to probably get one right there. And let's see, something like that. So they can get those beehives planted. Now, one thing I actually didn't know. Bee stings provide negative well-being. So I guess if you place beehives that overlap with paths, is my thought. As beavers walk by, they get bee stings. Now, luckily, it's not giving us a huge negative, just a minus 0.2, but it's something to consider. I don't think it's really going to change anything that we've done up here, just because this space is so constrained. But it is interesting that that is a thing. Okay. We will let this run through the night, get our power back up. Actually, you know what? We will go ahead and delete those so that we can get this path up here. Put that on the highest priority, and then this dynamite also on the highest priority, so we can just get that top taken right off of there. And then we can go ahead and build this stuff out. Just also going to come in here. I'm going to clean up these paths. We don't need them in there anymore. But you can see right now, like these windmills, now granted I did just get rid of one, but they're only providing 1,000 horsepower where 2,700 is needed. So these batteries are going to deplete so quickly, so rapidly. Now, these have full coverage up here, so we can go ahead and start to get some, and we can just kind of see, can I get full coverage in there? I can't. I'll probably just be okay with not being able to. And just in an effort to, I guess it doesn't really matter, I'm going to overlap one side or the other. We'll get that in there. And then I am going to need to get one in here as well. And how much... Yeah, we have virtually no dynamite being used in this district. It's all getting shipped off, which is kind of to be expected. But that is okay, though. We'll get this laid virtually as the dynamite is produced. We do have 4 working on it right now. So, that is okay, though. Getting these trees cleared, we can probably go ahead and fit in our last beehive. So we'll want one there, and then I'm okay with that not getting coverage as well. So let's go ahead and get some carrots planted in here. And then as this, once all these trees are cleared out, we can get some more carrots planted in there. We are going to need more storage, or not more storage, but more farms. And these don't reach down here. So I was kind of thinking if I came over here, if I maybe brought a path. So maybe I bring a path like that. And now let's kind of think. If I turn that down. I'm just trying to think of a way to use as few paths on growable land as possible. Something like that. If I get a path down there. And then let's see, I'll get a medium warehouse here. And then another medium warehouse here. I'll get a farmhouse and a farmhouse. And now I'm going to need stairs going up like that. And a path running in front. And then I'm actually going to need to take out all of those trees. Let's prioritize those, get those out of there. We do have our dynamite laid. So we can go ahead and blow that. And get our next set laid. Get that. And that should be our last set, and then we should be good to start expanding the wind farms very rapidly. Okay, and our drought is pretty much over, so we can come up here and unpause all of these. See what that did to our workers. 32 vacancies. We do have 37 children on the way, and we do still have vacant beds in this district. We did just have several deaths, but that is okay. We do have injured beavers. That's fine. We have the medical needs. Building needs water. Tracking. Building lacks material. Yep. Those are building the metal blocks. Lacks workers. Lacks power. Yeah. Okay. And these guys got this filled out. I'm going to wait for them to kind of replenish their dynamite supply. Because I want all the dynamite to go over here. But now, so I'm going to need a place to bring the stairs down. Here. Let's go ahead and put a shrub there. Grab this path. And I'm going to need to connect that up. So now this is going to store carrots, as is this. And then these are going to prioritize carrots. I'll have one for planting and one for harvesting. These will have the highest workplace priority, because I believe that's what I did over here. And then once we get all that cleared out, we should be good to go to start planting. Okay, and our water has fully recovered, which is great. All of this dynamite is laid, so we can go ahead and start to dynamite that out, get that cleared up. Say goodbye to some frame rate. Okay, and now I'm not sure if that will be enough depth, but we will find out. So now let's come in here, get some of those brought back so that we can get those dynamited, and then we will just make sure that all of those are within range. Okay, and if you look at this, this, I don't know what you want to call it, the tube, the pipe that runs down from the water pump, it runs down 4 tiles from the level that the pump is placed at. So if we place it up here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That will bring us to the bottom. So this is the depth that we want to achieve if we just want one pump. Now we could go down a whole 4 more levels. Truthfully, I don't really think that's necessary. This is going to store a ton of water, especially when we bring it out a little bit further. So I think we will be okay to just stick with what we've got. Now, let's go over here, see how they're doing. They're not quite done with the dynamite yet. And they're also not quite done removing these trees. So I'm just going to let them work. I'm going to keep removing some of this over here. So that we can get that built, and then let's remove these paths. As well as that set of stairs. And now we should be able to come in here and place another water pump. Like that. Actually, wait. Before I do that, we need to... I think this will allow us to do our power. So if I get a vertical shaft, and then one right there. Yeah, that should allow us to get our power down. Okay, let's see how we're doing over here. Okay, so they got this dynamite laid. That's perfect. And now we can go ahead and delete out some of this. Let's get a double platform in there. And now let's see where we need to space these out. So this one is going to have to go here at this corner. So we can get a triple and a double. And another windmill. Then we can get another windmill here and here. We could do something like that. Let's get a platform in there. Just so that they can build that. And we can go ahead and run a path down here. Just so that they can reach all of those windmills and get those tied in. And then I'll probably end up doing another set. So this one will have to go 2 spaces away. So that one will go there. And then this one will go here and here. And then it's a double on top of all of these. And then let's see. So I'll need platforms for the shafts, the power shafts. And what I'll do is we'll just kind of build this back as we go. So we can build one there. And then run the power shafts back. Okay, that will work. Let's check our dynamite over here. Get that dynamited out. And continue to walk this back. They don't have much dynamite over here, but we're not using any over here anymore. So we should get a pretty good supply. They did remove all but one tree. So let's get that out of there. And then we can start to plant carrots in here. After we run our path over here. And then I'm going to put in a little shrine right there. Something for them to look at or use. So we can get carrots in there. I'm just going to wait for them to get rid of this tree. Let's get rid of that first. Get a builder over there. And you can see our power just being depleted pretty rapidly. Okay, so that beaver's getting rid of that tree, so let's prioritize this. We should have plenty of paper, so that should get built fairly quickly. We can come over here, dynamite that out, and now we can start the final section of dynamiting in this area. Or we can start to work our way back to the stairs, rather. And now over here... How do I want to do this? Sorry, I know that's a lot of rotating of the camera. I'm just going to come over here with levees. They shouldn't really be able to build these, so I'm just kind of going to map this out. So if I run that over to there... Bring that up. Actually, nope. Stop working on that. Because I hate to say it, but what I think I'm going to do is just fill in this level with levees, just so that we're not storing any water that we don't need to. If that makes any sense. Build a path there. Let's get this whole area filled in with levees. Actually, no, that is ridiculous. That's completely unnecessary. Now that I think about it. I mean, so what? We'll store a little bit of extra water in there, but it's not the end of the world. We'll never be able to access it, but it doesn't hurt anything to store it. So, that should be totally fine. I am going to build them that stair down there. Might as well. And now let's come into here and get our... levees in here. And man, this is going to take them a long time to build. So I'm going to pull this path over. Pull it over here. And I don't think I can connect that up. So let's see the building range for this district. Can they get down here? Yes, they can. How about this district? Yeah, so something tells me that the majority of the building is going to be done by this district. So what I am going to do is just put in a district gate right there. Now, one thought that I did have to provide kind of an overflow is I'm actually going to take out a couple of these here. So that as we pump water... So, like, if I get rid of... I'm just going to wait for these beavers to get out of there. And then if we come in here and place dam pieces... that should mean that the overflow can flow right back into the main supply. So if I come in here delete both of those. And do something like that. And actually, do I want these to be... Yeah, what I actually think I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use the single floodgates. So that right before a drought, I can absolutely max this out with water. I can lift those all the way up and fill this thing right to the brim. I actually don't know if those... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That'll be fine. That will be fine. And then I'll go ahead and get rid of this floodgate here. I'll leave this one, but I'll get rid of this one because this one will become redundant. I won't need it anymore. So they can build that. It's going to take so long. So many logs. Now let's come over here and see how we're doing. So this is now too far away from a district. So we'll go ahead and do that so that they can build it. And we'll go ahead and work our way back now on that. And I think one more row for now should be plenty of power. Because let's just see. Yeah, they're pushing out 4,000 now, which is good. Now they are at full power, roughly. So that is to be noted. They don't always operate at full power. But I think for now, that should be good. This will provide a lot more carrots. We're doing totally fine on wood. Both of these are completely full. We do have 6 unemployed beavers. So I might get this going. And just drop that down to 6. So we shouldn't have any unemployed beavers here anymore. And we're going to be using the treated planks and the gears to produce that. So, you know, it should work. It should work. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's place that dynamite. Let's high prioritize that so that they get that built. Now, these are too far from a district. But once these get built, these levees over here, I can go ahead and put some platforms in here to get those built. I don't want to put them in on this side. That would be ridiculous. Actually, I could probably just put them in now. So we'll do something like that. Okay, perfect. And I'm hoping that that will run back down into there. Not sure if it will, quite honestly, but I'm hoping that it will. Alright, so let's get this dynamited out, and then we can start to work our way back right here. They are getting this levee built, slowly but surely. We don't need that because they can reach across the corner. Let's go back over to our power supply, see how we're doing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I need any of those anymore. So we can get those built now. We do have our new carrot farms in. We are seeing the carrots start to rise, which is a very good sign. We were at about 400 when we started the episode. Now we're doing much better. Oh man, and they actually can't build that at an angle. I thought they could. So I guess I'll put that platform back in there. We'll prioritize those. Get those built. Let's go back over to our power supply. So this is almost maxed out once again. That's good. And I'm wondering if I actually even need another set of batteries. I might build it just because it would be cool. Like dueling batteries. With a huge trench down here. Just because these batteries fall very quickly. Like a full day of no wind. And those batteries have about had it. They don't really have that much more to give after a full day of no wind. I built that first. Kind of unfortunate. Get that built. And I don't know which district these guys are coming from. I'll just need to see. Yeah, they got the gear. Perfect. So now I can delete this path. Put in the next vertical power shaft. Get that built. Okay, so we are cruising now. That's going to get finished up so we can go ahead and replace both of these. So this is going to be another vertical power shaft coming down here. Get that built. And you can see this is putting a pretty significant dent in our logs. Okay, so now these are connected up. So now I need to delete both of these paths. I'm going to go ahead and delete that path out. So that we can put in these power shafts. We'll get that one built first. Really quick. And then we can tie in these new windmills. And that should give us plenty of power. You can see right now, even with all of these windmills, only 1,500 power being stored up, which is just not enough. Not enough in the slightest. Absolutely will not do. And why that beaver couldn't just build this, I don't know. Okay, so now let's start to think about our next set of power shafts. I think I need to go up to that height. Yes, I do. And then I am going to have to wrap this around so that we can get the power shafts up there. And now we just need to think about how we're going to get up there in terms of our stairs. So if I do something... Just trying to think about how this is going to work. So if I bring a path out here, we do stairs, stairs, double, 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 triple. And now I should just be able to do triples for the rest of it, right? Maybe not. So I'll need a single in there. Not sure how this works, but I think it'll work. Just because I need to be able to get these guys up here to build this. Single, single, singles. Stairs up. And now we're almost there. Right? Should be pretty close. I think that gets us to the right level. Now the question is, can the beavers actually get all the way over here to build the next... Can they actually get to that? I have no idea. Quite honestly. But we'll see. We'll give them something to work on for sure. Come back over here. Keep dynamiting this out. Last piece of dynamite going in. Get that laid. We got the power shafts. So now we need a three-way power shaft there. Actually, no. I'm just going to put a right angle power shaft there, and then I'm probably going to run the power out here. So what I'm going to do, to give them a path to walk on, is have them come there. Okay, so we'll detonate that. I am going to let them pick that up because they should have the storage for it. So let's go pick that up. It's just logs. There we go. Delete this path and then fill this in with levees. Just so that I don't forget, because I could totally see myself starting to fill this up and then realizing that there's still a path there, and that would be pretty comical. Not gonna lie. Okay. And now the question is, how do we want to run the power? Do I want to run it along the dam and give them a path to walk on the outside? Or do I want to... Yeah, maybe that's what I want to do. So if I run a path like this... Run a path all the way down there. All the way to this corner. Like that. And then I will go ahead and delete this path here. And now if we go into power, I'm not really sure how far down this is going to run, but I'm thinking we'll have a wind field right here to power these. These each need 700 horsepower. The wind turbines at maximum power produce 400, which is not enough. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to put a wind farm here, and then I'm going to elevate some platforms here, and I could probably get 3 3 batteries in right here. And these will be solely dedicated to the pumps, to keep the pumps running at all costs. Let's see how these guys are doing. They're kind of starting to run out of steam here. That is not good. I'm wondering, is this more direct if I bring them down this way? Coming up here? Probably not. I don't know. Yeah, you can see that they're already running out of space. If I have to rebuild this whole staircase over here, that's going to be devastating. That would be devastating. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how they do. Okay, we're getting pretty far on this production. They are out of planks, which is going to delay the platforms a bit. And that is too far from a district, so they are done helping. Which means these guys are going to have to do the rest of the work themselves. Which is okay, kind of to be expected. They would have to finish it off. I'm a little worried that these guys aren't going to be able to get all the way up here. Because if not, it means that I'm going to have to rebuild this whole staircase on this side, and that would just be so annoying. Like, build it off right here. All of these beavers got stranded. Oh man, you love to see it. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Okay, so they are making progress once again. Now on this side, we do have stranded beavers. Where are they stuck? So this guy's stuck here. Let's work from top to bottom. How did this guy get stuck? He got stuck because of this staircase. Let's get rid of that. So he shouldn't be stuck anymore. Now he's stuck. How did this guy get stuck? He got stuck because of this staircase, I want to say. Is that correct? Yes. And this guy got stuck because of that staircase. Oh man. I don't even know if I can get this staircase back in here. Oh, that's going to be so frustrating if I can't. So I can get those in there. I just can't. Okay, there we go. Let's get that built first. Get rid of that. We need to get these beavers out of here. So once that gets built, this guy should run out, and that's our cue to put this staircase in. Come on, get out of there. Not stranded anymore. So let's get that built. I'm really trying to save these 2 beavers. They should be okay. I don't remember where that next staircase is that I removed, though. Was it that one? Oh, it's that one. Okay, so get that one built before any other beavers get stuck. And then we can go ahead and place these ones in. And they shouldn't get stuck once those are built. So we'll prioritize both of those. This beaver is doing okay. He's hungry and thirsty, but not to the point of dying. Yet. I mean, he will get there, but he's not there yet. These guys should have, I want to say, plenty of range to get this fixed. I might try and shorten the distance for them just to make sure that they do get this fixed. So if I put something in like that. That should shorten the distance greatly for these guys. So let's get that built. Not sure if they have the resources to get that built right away, but they should. And let's see how we're doing for range now. Okay, so this says that they're out of range. However, we know that they can actually build a little bit further than that. I'm not sure. Should be able to build these, because they can reach them from a lower level. I just don't know if they'll be able to build this. Maybe. Potentially. I mean, I could even help them out by putting this path in there to really extend their range, push it out a little bit further. But at this point, they've gotten so far. If they just can't get to that last space, that's going to be really disappointing. Okay, so we got this in. So we can go ahead and delete these paths and get a pump in like that. And I think that this is going to bring us to the end of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far in the episode and you did enjoy it, definitely consider subscribing to the channel so you can stay up to date on all future videos, as well as leave a like and a comment. It really helps with the engagement, and it's just really motivating to see. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this video. I love getting the comments. You know, they're just really exciting, and, you know, I'm excited for this series. This is a ton of fun. So until the next time, I'll see you guys. Have a great day. Thanks.